Ignore all these little weird kids. Can you walk around Liverpool? Can you, lad? Why, what criminal firm are you mixing with, you fucking helmet? Got the state here, lad. You small, round, fat with a baldy head. Just fucking leg it, lad. Coke thwarted your mind. You sound like fucking one of the Jewesses, lad. Head fucking gone. You, your dad and your brother. Head smashed. Gang of snitches. Family of snitches. Like the Jewesses. That's what you like. Anyway, let's keep it going, people. Choose a life, not a knife. Protect the children. Protect the future. And children come in all shapes and sizes. Come in all colourful ways. They come dressed in different attire. Lady G's in representing, just in time. So obviously I've offended all the right-wing muppets. And again, look, you get fucking people kicking in, going, you've got politics ruining your fucking life, and you're not even into politics. You're just a fucking helmet. The only people you hear speaking about left wing and right wing is who? When you turn the telly on, when you put anything on, when you put your social media on, the only people that use the terms right wing and left wing is politicians. Now you've got dickheads on the streets using the terms left wing and right wing. Fucking idiots, mate. I don't say right wing because we're all right wing. Alright, then if you're not right wing, you're left wing. That's the way they want you. I'm in the middle. I don't give a fuck. They're all scumbags, mate. Left wing, right wing, centre wing, down wing, fucking at. They're all the same. They all stink. I'm just in the middle, me. I don't vote. What am I getting involved with the system that destroyed my life for? Why would I want to vote? All yous participating in it. For what? What you get out of it? What you get out of the political process? It's going one way anyway. It's nothing you can do. Whoever they want in power gets in power. Evil berserker. The country has gone so far left. We're in the middle. Just come out of them categories they've got you in. You put yourself in political categories for them. They don't even need to put you in them anymore. You're all doing it yourself. They're just going, hey, yous jump in that box, and you're all going, yeah. It's always going to be the rich and the poor. And even these kids with all the nice cars and the restaurants and all financed up to fuck, they're not rich. They're poor. Playing a rich man's game. It's different. You can have rich men, paper rich men, playing a poor man's game. And you can have the poor man, paper rich poor man, playing a rich man's game. Does that make sense? So look, I've told you this before. If you can get a property and turn it into a business and get an accountant to say the turnover's 100 grand a year, well then you're flying when it comes to credit and finance. And you can say that business, due to what its turnover is and where it's situated, you can just say, because you've got a bent accountant, that this property's an estate agent, that this property's valued at £1.8 million as a business. That's you done. Go and get a house, go and get a car, go on a holiday, get a watch, get this, but you've just got no cash. You've got no cash. So what you'll see with these non-cash millionaires, They'll have the best cars in the world that don't go nowhere. Why? Because they want to keep the value and the miles down. If that was a cash car, they'd be spinning it all over the fucking gaff daily, not just every honeymoon or party. So it's always going to be that rich, poor, and if you're a millionaire but not a cash millionaire, unfortunately, mate, you're fucking poor. You're just like the rest of us. One wrong decision by you, all that shit gets took. It's fuck all you can do. And the kids of today aren't encouraged to become cash millionaires. Yes, Donna, Melanie, do you understand what I'm saying? You're not encouraged to become a cash millionaire these days. You're encouraged to invest. Invest in this crypto coin, invest in this property deal, invest in this fucking whatever. You're not encouraged to stack. And that's the real way. Stacking your dough. Yeah, if you've got no cash around you and you put it all into investments, and the investments are backed by these money things that they're all using now. What is it? Fucking microchipped or something, whatever they're called. What's all this money that they all spend now? Crypto. So if you've got no cash and everything you're fucking doing is backed by the cryptocurrency, and then all of a sudden there's a big bang of satellites and all that crypto's gone, you can't just go, any petrol there, lad? Get some food. You're just fucked. You're done. It's just straight on robbing. No one's got money, but there's loads of shit everywhere. You can't buy it, so you've just got to steal it. It's madness, innit? It just creates for that. If you've got cash there, you've still got to trade. You can still have an economy without the government. You can still have an economy without the government when there's cash in place. When there's no cash in place, you can't have an economy without the government. You can't even have a black market one. You can't even have a drug trade. You can't have nothing without cash. Why? Because the government will control everything. If there's no cash in circulation, you've got no control over nothing. Nothing. Think about it. The only reason that kid's running all over the place for you is because you give them cash in hand. Isn't it? Mad impact that of that. You know, during COVID, after I forgot what a pound coin looked like, says Donna. Well, we all ended up digitalised there. Well, we're all digital anyway. Anyone with a bank card is digital. Anyone with a banking app on the phone, you're digital currency already. Everything you're doing is a digital transaction, not a cash in hand transaction. So you're digital currency already. And you're moaning, they're going to bring digital currency in, it's already in. They're going to bring digital ID in, it's already in. Just open your fucking phone, you've got to show your face. That's digital ID. And that's how they've got a lot of this facial recognition going on. I think what they're doing with these big group things is being able to read the culture of the group without needing to identify them. That makes sense? So if you've got like 500 English men and women bombing down that road there, the way they bomb down the road, the way they walk, the body shapes, the way they move their hands, and will be a particular way every time. Every time it'll be a particular way. The way they're all dressed, the body movements, how they swing, how they shout. So now the system will pick up, there's 50 kids running down the road, and it's that type of firm. And then when you've got these Palestine protests, they've got a firm there, so they can see the way they walk, their shadow of the way they protest, how they walk, how they mob and how they scream. So now all these big advance in AI and that, you'll have a Bala mob at the top of the road and you can go, right, this is probably a Palestinian march. This is probably a fucking British march. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes, Scotland, Apollo boss boy. Do you understand what I'm saying? And this is why they're getting all these protests to go down certain routes and granting them, even though they know it causes fucking disruption to the main capital of the fucking country. They know it. They still got to do it, so they get what they need. It's a valid point, It's not only that. You know, they could be testing the other shit. So now they're monitoring this path. They can also, in the same route, have the technology to pick up every device. So you see in Liverpool, right? You know when you go out of Liverpool and you go on a journey somewhere and you come back into Liverpool and you're coming down the M62, M6 back into Liverpool over the flyover. When you get to a certain destination on that flyover, your phone skips a beat. Doesn't matter who you are, everyone's phone skips a beat. Your phone like malfunctions for a little second, gets its head together again. Right, dead fast. Everyone's. Now what that is there, that's like a perimeter zone. And every electronic device that comes through that is automatically picked up in Liverpool, wherever the fuck it is. You'll have a communication block. And every device that comes through this invisible frequency, if you like, is picked up and locked on straight away to the system in Liverpool. Don't think they don't use the same technology at these events. So you're going down a particular route, you've all got your devices on you. Don't forget you're getting facially recognised, they're setting profiles up of you, alright? And when you get to a certain place, you'll have one of these perimeters. And when you walk through it, every electronic device is picked up, ding, 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 by this AI stuff. It's all AI. So it's like a fucking, you can pick your device up and get your SIA number, your fucking, your phone number off it straight away. And if they had a map, if you've seen the map, the way that in their office room, in their control box, they'll have a map. And on that route, soon as one person crosses the line, his number and his fucking phone, you know, it'll pop up and be on the map just walking down the street. And then yours will, and then his will, and then his will, and his will. And everyone that crosses this line, your numbers will just activate above your head to your device as you're walking down. And you don't realise it, but this is how they're building serious profiles on every couple. And when you've got Tommy Robinson being able to hold family events now, he's calling it a family event. Bring your family, let's all celebrate United Kingdom. Fuck off. You playing her, you fucking scumbag. So how do you avoid this? You can't. You're just best going with it. If you've got nothing to hide, you're laughing, basically. Well, you've got people who are dividing us. You're definitely not going to be able to conquer what you need to conquer. If you've got a firm dragging a firm down there screaming at Parliament, then you've got another firm down there dragging you down there to scream a Starmer. Then you've got another firm down there to drag you down there to scream a Starmer. You need to understand that the people that are leading these groups are leading you to a brick fucking wall and a puppet show. A real leader who's had the time in the fucking game, these that are leading all these big powerful men all over the country into brick fucking walls. The real leader will be directing you straight to the king's fucking doorstep, not some puppet in number 10. You'll be going to the power, and that's the king. Fuck all these little secretaries and managers that you're witnessing, your Starmers, your Vinette fucking Coopers, all these fucking helmets. A real person who wants real change with the real backing behind them would be going around parliaments, would be moving away from police stations, wouldn't be standing outside hotels shouting shit. You'd be on the king's fucking doorstep in Windsor screaming and fucking shouting till he listened. That's where a real leader will take you, into the fucking fire. not to put the fire out. And that's what you're dealing with there. A shithouse rat that's dragging loads of passionate, powerful fucking men that are worried sick about what's going on in the country. He's giving you an opportunity to come down there, scream and shout like you're at a football match and get off feeling happy with yourself. It's all he's fucking doing, and that's wrong in my books. And that's always been my complaint. You ask any decent kid that's fucking watched me. He's running you into brick walls, killing your passion, killing your aggression, killing everything about it in yous, killing the fight on yous. He's letting you build up, get angry, let's have it with them. Hang on, Tommy shouted us, let's go and hear what he's got to say. Okay then, let's give them a bit more time. And this is what he's been doing for years. You just can't see it. And that's just my point of view. And don't give a fuck what he thinks. He thinks he's this fucking important fucking... He's a coke sniffing weak piece of shit. Always have been, always fucking will be. Don't give a fuck about his ideas. You got to understand what you're dealing with. He's a man that's horrible when it comes to what he's doing. He's a double agent. He's a double agent. Honest to God, trust me on that. All them men that are following him, all these women that are following him, they don't understand what they're doing. They think he's the only piece for them because that's the way the government want it. They've already replaced him in his old role. I've told you this already. So look, we all know Tommy Robinson's not in that space no more. Why? Because recent actions have elevated him to the political space now. So he's being dragged out of this space on purpose, and he's being pushed into this space on purpose. So now they need someone on the streets. They need someone who's still that divisional character. And who have they put in his place? A young man called Ryan Ferguson. So now you've got this Ryan Ferguson deliberately, without him understanding it, being pushed into a space that Tommy Robinson once stood in. So what you've just had for the past 20 years with Tommy Robinson, you're going to witness again with Ryan Ferguson. Why is he being pushed into that? To create division, just like Tommy Robinson. He mightn't think he's creating vision. He might be thinking he's supporting his own British little firm and this. But the feds know exactly where they're fucking pushing him. They know exactly how much news attention they're giving him. They know exactly how much footage of arrest that's coming from them. They know it all. They're pushing him into Tommy Robinson's old space. And this is what you're witnessing with him now. He's becoming the face of racism. He's becoming the face of division now up and down the country, this Ryan Ferguson. And it's deliberate, not on his half. Do you understand what I'm saying? Honest to God, you need to get with the fucking programme, lah. Understand what they're doing out there. You've got double agents who will do anything for fucking money and freedom. Yes, Lady Emma. Frank the Ninja Pug. You got someone there saying, do you agree with Sonny? No. No. You know what? I probably would have backed him to the fucking hilt if he would have stayed on the Telford thing. I was willing to forget everything. Well, I weren't, not everything really. Did he, like the nasty hate he'd put on like kids around me at the time and that. So there was just like, there was no, I could just see eye to eye with the Telford thing because I was fully unaware of that shit. So when he's brought it to light, I'm going, wow, what a fucking move off him, good on him. Now I'm thinking, now he's finally got himself to this place where he's exposing all this shit. He's really going to go at it and he's really going to help the victims and he's really going to pump it out about these grooming gangs now. Went to jail, come out, it was like a reset for him. It's like they put him in jail to get him away from that and give him a reset. Now this is your new angle, work on it. And that's what he's doing now, working on the free speech angle. Now he's not, now he doesn't hate the feds, now he likes the feds. Now he's not giving the feds load of shit, now he's being very open to the way they are. Now he's not holding protests, now he's holding family events. Think about it. You know, he's pleasing the feds now. So you had loads of people going, you're going to the protest, you're going to the protest. I started screaming, they're not protests. They're not protests if you've got the people you're protesting against telling you what route you've got to take, telling you what time you can have it, and telling you what time you've got to stop it. Not protests. And it's like the minute I started screaming that about him, all of a sudden now he's calling shit family events. He was calling it protests up until I screamed, hang on, these aren't protests. A protest is when they don't have a fucking clue and all of a sudden you've got 1,000 men on the street protesting. They've got no manpower in place. They haven't drafted police in from other areas to man this protest. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you're sitting down with the feds, telling them we want to protest, can you give us permission? This isn't a protest. This is an organised march and the feds have organised it. So you're turning up expecting a protest when you're not. You're being organised and you're being granted permission to walk down this road. They're not protests. A real protest is when you just pop up out the fucking blue. They haven't got a clue. As soon as you mention it to the feds, they go, okay, let's plan this with you. Okay, we need 50 coppers from Yorkshire. We need 50 coppers from Merseyside. We need 50 coppers from Milton Keynes to help us man this protest with all these coming. So they're prepped. They give you a route. They get stands out. They get fences out. That's not a protest. That's all organised. The protest is off the cuff. Let's do it. Bang, bang. And they can't control it. Why? Because there's not enough police on duty. No one was aware of this shit. It's just popped up on them and they're not ready for it. So when you're seeing it was happening like a year ago. I was screaming about it a year ago and it's like people automatically start participating in it that way. So years ago you'd have like Tommy Robinson and all that requesting to hold protests and going to the police, can I hold an event? And they'd go, yeah, and they'd control it and they'd have the police in, they'll draft the police in, control it, boss. But the Palestine people earlier on weren't going to the feds, just going, fuck it, we're having a protest, we don't need permission. And then you'd see their protest and go, well, why isn't that being manned the way this is? Why hasn't that got all police round them? Why aren't all them being arrested? Where's all there? Why aren't they getting da-da-da-da-da? It's because they haven't notified the fucking feds. These always do. So now these have just all of a sudden Friday afternoon popped up with 1,000, 2,000 people protesting. Half of the police force are off work that day. They've got no one to cover it. And that's the way a protest should be fucking done. I bet you anything it goes off big time on September the 13th, MJ. If it does, mate, it'd be Tommy Robinson's fault. Why? Because he's encouraged loads of women and children to attend this thing like it's a family event. He knows of the risk towards women and children, especially in fucking London. He knows the extreme element. He knows the Islamist element. Not Muslim element, Islamist element is two different types of fucking breed. He knows all this risk, so why the fuck are you encouraging families to come down here? Like it's going to be safe. Like the police can make these people safe. You can't. Obviously you're putting them in fucking danger. If you're not sending people to riot and get themselves fucking jail, you're sending them into the places where they can be attacked by fucking foreign contingencies that don't like our ways and our cultures and the shit that comes out of your mouth on a fucking regular basis. You know, all them people that are going to this event, if you've got loads of people hating on him for what comes out of his mouth, you see the way round the world, listen, you see the way round the world, the way Great Britain's hated because of the shit that comes out of Starmer's mouth, because of the shit that comes out of our leader's mouth. We're all hated. It doesn't matter how we think. Around the world, we're hated because they all believe we think like Starmer. So everyone around the world believes we think the same as our Prime Minister and our leaders, and we fucking just don't, do we? But the enemies don't care about that. So when you've got someone who's hated massively by very serious, dangerous people who do mad shit, screaming down there, and he's got loads of his people with him, while he's screaming this mad shit, the enemy doesn't give two fucks about yous. Yous at him. And if they can get any one of yous, you're getting him. And that's what it's like in their mind. So to encourage yous and to try and convince yous that the police can protect yous at these events, they're fucking mad. He shouldn't be bringing yous there. Only takes one backpacker. That's it, it's fucking over. The whole country's going off it. And that'll be his intention. He'll just float out the country and let it just go off its barney. All the police stations will shut down like they are doing already. You know, they're prepping for it. I'm not saying it's going to go that way. Why? Because it's going to need that instigating factor. But that instigating factor is at 80% possibility. It's an 80% possibility when he's there screaming his anti-Islamic fucking ways. And that's not a shit. He's got his right to shout his ways, but you've got to understand the shit that comes with it. You know, if you're willing to scream that shit in front of sound, but you're not. You're going to scream that shit and then let all these people try and travel back home on fucking trains and on coaches and a big expensive day with this fucking mark on their heads. You're going to have women and children walking to this event thinking it's a nice big family event because they've been encouraged to turn up. It's a family event. And then you're going to have all opposing marches here. Opposing marches there screaming atrocious things at the kids, and it's not good, lad. The amount of investment that's going into him and that movement, if the men and women who are attending this put the same energy and attention into the communities and their towns and their cities up north, changes could happen. But you're throwing all your energy into some little kid from Luton who's got no real intentions other than hate and division. Like them lads, football lads against protecting women, they're the movements that need to be getting established. Because that's all he taps into. Like, you know, he only comes on the scene when the football season's finished. What's his thing there? To control the crowds of football while there's no football. So you've got hundreds of thousands of men who go to football matches, but when the football's up, a lot of them are going to these events with Tommy Robertson. Why? Because it's an opportunity for a piss up and represent England. It's, whether you like that, that's what it is. Loads of them go for that sort of occasion. Honest. And then when the football kicks in, he's got no pull. When you've got the football on, he can't say, let's have a protest and all these hundreds of thousands of men turn up. They don't do it. His numbers are dead small. But when the football's stopped, his numbers are huge. That's why every summer he pops up with protests. New t-shirts to sell. New links to buy so you can watch a shit documentary. Money, 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 money. But at the same time, he's keeping the masses calm. Imagine all them football players if they weren't getting walked into a wall. You know, all them lads at the football, you know where they'd normally go and follow him, if they weren't getting walked into a wall and getting calmed down, it would have went off by now. It would have went off years ago by now. And just think about it, right? It's another valid point. You're a Welshman. You come from Welsh stock. You're a Scottish kid. You come from Scottish stock. You're an English kid. You come from English stock. You're an Irish kid. You come from Irish stock. You come from bloodlines that's fuck all to do with the British Empire. Their bloodline is not ours. The British Empire have used the Welsh, the English, the Scottish and the Irish as slaves since they fucking won the opportunity to do so. Why do you think it's changed? You as an Irish bloodline, why do you think you're not a fucking slave? Why? You Welsh kid, why do you think you're not a slave? Think about it. The British monarchy control our lives. End of. Why do you think you got a Prince of Wales? Why the fuck is that Prince of Wales? Where's the Welshman? Where's the Welsh Prince? Where's the Scottish King? Where are they? Where are they? Yeah, we've got representatives that have been put in place by the power, by the British Empire. But where's the Irish royal family? Where's the Scottish royal family? Where's the Welsh royal family? Where have they gone? Exactly. There's a reason why we haven't got them. And we've got this one. The British Empire have always controlled you as an Englishman, an Irishman, a Welshman and a Scottishman. Stop thinking you're fucking British like I was a couple of years ago. You're not. You're not part of the British power base. You're not part of the monarchy. It doesn't matter if you're a true royalist. Doesn't matter. You're still caught up in this mess with all of us. We've got the best slave master in the whole fucking world. That's why we're looked after better than most. That's all. We've got the most powerful slave master around the globe. That's why we're looked after. We've got the richest slave masters in the whole world. That's why we're looked after as slaves. If we had the poorest slave master in the world, you would be getting whipped to build fucking coal mines in the middle of Yorkshire or something. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't think you wouldn't. When you've got all them young African kids in the fucking mines getting the gabolt for your fucking iPhones, they're slaves. Doesn't matter how they haven't got balls and chains on, they don't need it. Why? Because you got the fear factor these days. Whole world slaves, like. Dubai was built by slaves. Dubai was built by slaves. How about that? Was, mate. Getting shipped in from all over the place, getting paid buttons. You know how many people were dying building them places, mate? Do you know how many like Vietnamese and African kids died building them gaffs, like? Yes, Apollo. Hope you're all good. Anyway, I need a breather. This has been intense. Come on, it's just been fucking intense for an hour, hasn't it? Loads of things to provoke the thought there. But I'm not here to chat shit, like. Oh, who's in there? Lady G, baby. L5 alive from little L5. Oh, you trying to moderate, are you, little L5? Be careful, got kids in the chat. Got me eldest moderating. Well, she's learning to moderate at an early age. Yes, Nat. You might have seen her, little L5. You might have seen her. If you watch me on my YouTube, I think it was 2 New Year's Eves ago. I had the kids staying with me. Done a live with little L5. Little Miss L5. She had a pink ballet on. Anyway, got a boss weekend with them in Birmingham. Gonna go to them Jamaican events in Birmingham on the weekend. But a little late. But it's getting late, isn't it? Little L5. Yes. It's different with me. So get off the phone and give it to your mother. Yes, Amanda Clark. Karaoke time, says Nuppy Lou. Doing a little bit of karaoke. I'm shit at it. I'm crap at it. I'm crap at it, mate. Snook saying, open the door, D. I will need a breather, mate. Just talking about that bullshit then, just like drained me. Yes, Sean Lar becoming a team member. Tom Hull, see you good, mate. Natalie, my signal bad in Wales. Have you not felt your phone overeating in the last few weeks, thinking, why is my phone overeating? That's the government putting something into your phone. It's happened to all of us in the last 3 weeks, I reckon. Have you not just had your phone in your hand? Yes, mate. Not just had your phone in your hand and thought, wow, why is my fucking phone burning up here? Why is it not roasting? Honest to God, that's the government putting this thing. You know that thing that bleeps, beep, 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 beep. You know you're all going to get this notification. Remember last year where they done this notification on everyone's phone? And you're all wonder, how the fuck have they managed to just do that to everyone's phone? What they're doing beforehand is installing software into your phone without you knowing it. And because your phone, the capacity of the phone's blocked up and all this shit, it's taken a lot of fucking power and drive to install it into your phone, but it's getting put in there, but you feel your phone getting roasting fucking hot as it's doing it. So that was happening in the last few weeks. Why? Because in a month or something you're going to have this alarm going off on your phone, beep 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 beep. Yes, Bridget Ward. That's what they're calling it, for a bad weather warning or something, he said, didn't he? In reality, they're monitoring your phone. Every phone's monitored now, guaranteed. Every single phone. Like, every phone was documented, not monitored. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Because they never had the technology to monitor every phone, but they could document it and pinpoint it. But the technology wasn't there or powerful enough to monitor every phone. With this AI shit, they can monitor every phone, get every conversation, everything. You need to understand the benefits of observation and technology in being intrusive in someone's life. You need to understand the technology that's become available to these on the back of AI with it. Massive, mate. Some crazy shit they've got now to monitor us, and you won't even look. Your phone, mate. Just this now, they can probably just switch onto your phone, watch you and listen to you. Not because you're on TikTok. Honest to God, nah, you need to get with the programme. Obviously, if you've got nothing to hide, you're fucking sound. If you haven't got no fucking, if you're not a criminal, if you're not a pervert, if you haven't got any suspect shit in your phone or in your life, you're sweet. You shouldn't even be worrying. You know, you're already living digital. You're already living digital currency now. Everything you're doing is with your Face ID. So you're already there. It's like, don't worry about it. Whatever's happening is not going to affect you. It's still shocking. Yeah, it's fucking shocking. But this is the way the world is. The way the world's going. You've got to be able to monitor people the way they want to, due to the way they want it. So look, there's going to be a lot of people who will be monitored within your communities that should be in prison, because that's the way they want it. Do you get what I'm saying? 10 years down the line, you probably won't have a prison open. Prisons will only be there for the most severe fucking crimes. Everyone else will just be monitored in community off this AI shit. All your doors and all this will go electric. It can just be locked off. So say you've got fucking 40 houses on your estate, right? They've got the technology to go round to every house, install locks that are all attached to one switch at the end somewhere down there, and they can just go and lock us all in like a prison wing. It's where they're going. Yes, Mally. It might be 10 years or 15 years down the line, but that's definitely where it's going. Got people laughing like it'll never happen. You fucking mad, mate. You're fucking mad, mate, honestly, God. It's already happening now to you, and you just think it's not. This is what's funny about it. You know when you go in a gym, and you can either put your fingerprints on it, can't you? Or type a code. Or show your phone. And then you go into this circle like a turnstile. And right above you, you've got facial recognition. Shows you. When you go into your gym 50, you know your gym groups. Not gym, cheap gym. You go in there, you end up in this turnstile thing. If you look right in front of you, you'll have a camera screen in front of you with green squares and red squares. That's you on AI. That's facial recognition. When you see any camera monitor with squares on it, that's facial recognition. Yes, Kim, La, hope you well. So all these fingerprints, these biometric identification procedures, that's what they are. Biometric identification. You've had it in prison before it was outside. Every new private prison has got biometrics in there. Every new prison has got a cubicle. Might even have it in your cell these days. Like in Tameside, you've got all devices in your cell where you can book your emails and da-da-da-da-da. All that is biometrical. When you're going in a visit to visit your brother or your sister or your uncle or whatever you're going, your fella, when you're going in to visit them, you've had all your biometrics taken off you. You sign them away to the prison when you're going in there, otherwise you won't get in. So when you first go to a prison and it's your first time in there, you've got to sign certain things. Basically what you're signing is the right for them to monitor you and take pictures of you and all this shit. It's like they tried it in prison systems first before they rolled it out outside. And if you've watched me for a while, you hear me saying they always carried out little mad things in the prisons before they roll them out outside. So you know when you start getting these Hep B jabs, before they were even mentioned outside, they're rolling them out in the prison. Rolling them out in the prison. Loads of them. And then you remember the flu jab? Before you even sniffed it, everyone was getting it in prison. They were testing it in prison on everyone. Like test fields in prison. I bet you there's paperwork hidden which proves what I'm saying about the prison establishments, some of them. Defo. They're like test centres for vaccines and shit, prisons. Honest to God, mate, I'm not lying. So when they started coming round saying, right, Hep B jabs, everyone's got to get them, there's a crazy case of spreading throughout the prison system, I'm going, fuck off. You're not getting me doing fucking that. Then you had to sign a piece of paper to say you didn't want it. So if you got it, you couldn't sue them. Everyone else that never signed that paper got it. But they didn't tell no one. Yes, Amanda, they didn't tell no one that the first dose is the disease. It's fucking mad, aren't they? So look, you could have a kid in jail who's not got nothing to do with Hep or AIDS, nothing. And they're telling him, you've got to get this jab. And the first jab they put in him is hepatitis B. A dormant version of it. So they put that in him. Then he's got to go back and get the second one, which is now the vaccine to fight the Hep B in him that they put in him in the first jab. And then the second one is a backup to make sure it beats it. So now when you're going through your life, if you get a prick and you get Hep B, your body's ready to battle it. It's fucked, isn't it? But that's what they do with the flu jab as well. The first thing they do is a severe strain of flu. And then the second one is the immune thing to fucking combat it. It's mad. So that's why I fucked them all off. Fucked them all off. Sorry about these trolls, people. There's nothing I can do. Every so often, Lady G Baby pops in, clears them out, and then gets off, looks after the kids. And then pops back in again and clears them out. But while they're in here, they don't... If they're offending you, and I'm sorry about that, but it's fuck all I can do. They're just weird, aren't they? And lonely, and you got to kill one saying the government's corrupt. How is it corrupt? It's a mad shout, that. Yes, Ian. How is it corrupt? Yes, Natalie. Sarah. It's not corrupt. Yes, Nanny Tinkerbell. How is it corrupt? Who are they corrupting exactly? What are they corrupting? You might as well say the law is corrupted. It's the law that's corrupted, isn't it? Hello, one rule for one and one rule for the other. It's not. What makes you think it's one rule for one and one rule for the other? The way they're policing things. That's standard procedure, that, mate. It's been happening since the Polish kids came in. They've always targeted homegrown criminals more than foreign ones. Got people saying it is corrupt. It's an organisation, police organisation that's corrupt, isn't it? Look, how can you say someone's corrupt? How can you say a government's corrupt when you know what they are? That makes sense. So look at the government, fuck it. Look at King Charles. So now you know what King Charles is, the biggest slave master in the world. How the fuck can anything he do be corrupt? You know, he's the king of the fucking castle and he tells you what's going on. There's no corruption there. Yeah, you might have the government doing all this, projecting this corruption, this, that, this, like they've got some power. In reality, he slaps them all down. You need to take your focus away from the mouthpieces and the puppets. They're just like me and you. Starmers, PMQs, all these idiots, your MPs, they're just puppets. Every one of them. In control of all the bullshit that the king have given them responsibility to control. You know, it's the king's castle. Anything that happens in here is under his blessing. Don't get your shit in a twist, mate. The outlaw saying he doesn't care, he just rants. What makes you... It's just fucked. It's just weird the way you think, you know. A lot of you people think fucking madness. You've got Irish people willing to kill Irish people for a slave master. That's how fucked it is. Look, you've got Liverpool that are Catholic, and then you've got Everton that are Protestants. You've got Liverpool that's anti-fucking establishment, and then you've got Everton that's pro-establishment. And you think, like, it's just fucking weird, mate. The main enemy to us, paupers, is the king. Ignore his merry men. Put yourself in an image of fucking Robin Hood. Just think about a Robin Hood film. Put yourself in that. That's what it is. You've got the king and his merry men, then you've got us. Doesn't matter where you are, Irish, Scottish, Welsh, English, that's us. Natalie saying we're all human beings. We are. Are they? Look at the millions they kill, year in, year out. Are they like us? Look how many millions they've killed of us. It's not their kids going to war. Yet their kids will fly in a helicopter and dress like they're in war. But think about it, mate. In our pool of people, Welsh, Scottish, English, Irish, not British citizens, not people attached to the British Empire, not them couple of million of Indians that came in 10 years ago and now they've got a British citizenship. We're not them. We never have been them. We're not British. We get British passports. Why? Because that's our identification number. It's our serial number. It's our slave number. Other than that British passport, there's fucking nothing British about us, mate. Nothing. And this is what we need to start fucking understanding. Us Welsh lads, Scottish lads, we're all divided because of the monarchy. They don't represent us. For some reason, the Scottish kids think the English kids represent the monarchy. Real English kids don't represent the monarchy. And that's the way it is with all of us. And you need to like really understand the dynamics here with us. And it has been not just us, our parents, their parents. You know, this is going back generations through our families, this trade. Our bloodlines have been getting used and abused for fucking decades. And when we start battling back, when us English, Welsh, Scottish and fucking Irish start going, hang on a minute, you can't keep on doing this to us. you just get more slaves in from different parts of the world. Like the wave rush, when he brought all the Jamaicans and all them type of people in, that was a slave trade. The wind rush they called it. You had loads of Afro-Caribbean people coming into the city being used as slaves, getting put to work in mad places and shit, and nothing's changed. Nothing. We're all still slaves. We've just got the best slave master, but we're exactly the same as them slaves down there, whose slave master's getting paid by our slave master. There's a reason why the British Empire and the sterling pound currency is the powerfulest in the fucking world. There's a reason why Trump turns to butter in the presence of King Charles. There's reasons for all this. You need to understand the fucking dynamics. And you Liverpoolians also dependent of the Irish, yeah? We're all Irish, well, majority of us. Look, Liverpool is a pot of all sorts. Why? Because it was one of the main places for immigration. So in Liverpool, you have got third generation Afro-Caribbean people, you've got third generation Somalian people, you've got 4, 5, 3 Irish people, you've got third generation Polish people, you've got third generation Pakistani people, you've got third generation Chinese people. Their grandmas came in, had kids, their kids had kids. So, you know, the born bred people in Liverpool. You've got Scousers of all skin colour, all beliefs, all cultures, but we're all born in Liverpool. Makes us all Scousers. And even amongst all that, you know, you've got Scottish Scousers, English Scousers, Welsh Scousers. You know, your bloodline's Welsh. Your man got banged by a Scouser, you were born in Liverpool, that's it. You're a Welsh Scouser, your bloodline's Welsh. Isn't it? Anyway, just be proud of yourself. Whatever your colour your skin is, be fucking proud of yourself. Love yourself. If there's nothing to be proud of, there is. Be proud that you made it to the year 2025. And do all you can to get to the year 2026. Why? Because it's going to be millions of us not getting to 2026. Just like millions of us never got past 2024 and into 2025. Millions of us never got to 2025. You did, and look how the fuck you're treating it. You are probably going to get into 2026, and that man that wants to probably won't. But are you going to treat 2026 the way you're fucking meant to? Because you mightn't be here in 2027. So you've got your little loved ones around you, and you're treating them like shit in 2024. Don't think they're going to be with you or you're going to be with them in 2025. Do you understand what I'm saying to you there? It's a powerful thought, that, you know. We are halfway through the year 2025 and millions have already died. We've got another half a year and there's going to be more millions dying before the year 2026 kicks in. If you get to the year 2026 alive, you are very, very fucking lucky, special, and you need to take full advantage of it with your loved ones because you mightn't be there in 2027. Why? Because as the years are going by, there's millions and millions and millions dying. It's like we're getting to the year 2050 and there'll only be 100,000 people alive. Why? Because every year the millions and the count's going up. So 10 years ago, in 1995, 1 million people died. 1996, 2 million people died. 2000, 5 million people died last year. 2005, 10 million people died last year. 2022, 20 million people died last year. 2030, 30 million people died last year. It's like they're cutting souls off all over the fucking gaff. And if it keeps on going, it'll be the ones that count at the end. You'll have loads of people dying who have done fucking nothing wrong in the whole life, but they've also not done nothing good. Doing nothing is like you're being bad. The way you've got good and bad. You get a lot of people just getting on with their lives and not doing nothing good. But because they're not doing nothing bad, they believe they're doing good. That makes sense? So you'll have people here getting on with their lives, not doing nothing to upset anyone, just getting on with their lives, and they believe they're going to get to heaven, when in reality you've done no goodness down here. So you keeping your mouth shut on them kids that are shooting kids in your estate doesn't mean you're a good guy. If the shit that you could be doing to impact on the health and the wealth of the youth or the children of God, basically, and you're not doing it, you'll be judged on it. Because that's our purpose here, is guiding the children. We are all guardian angels to these new entities that come in, and we're not doing what we should be doing. The people that are doing what they think they should be doing towards guiding these angels, if you like, will be recognised. The ones that are not, you'll probably get, you're not useful.